begin, do you agree with the assessment from President Trump that the key nuclear enrichment facilities in Iran have been completely and totally obliterated?
Well, I don't. I'm not sure I have, you might want to hear from Senator Cotton, who chairs the Intelligence Committee, an answer on the full extent. But we know for sure that their nuclear program was set back considerably, and that is a victory not only for that region, but for our country's national security interests.
Ding, 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 ding. That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer by Senate Majority Leader John Thune, who said he didn't know. It wasn't really in his control, but that it had been set back. But we're still going to figure out how much Iran's nuclear facilities were damaged by those attacks in the coming days, weeks, and months. Welcome back to Morning Joe. It's Wednesday, June 25th. Jonathan Lemire is still with us. And joining the conversation, we have staff writer at The Atlantic, Ashley Parker, and former MSNBC host Chris Matthews. His Substack is titled Hardball with Chris Matthews. So, Chris, before we get to Iran, I want to talk about what the Republicans are grappling with and what happened yesterday in their closed-door meeting. You had Tom Tillis, who is going to be running for re-election in a state that a lot of rural counties in North Carolina. And he said, hey, guys, if we continue with these Medicaid cuts, then this is going to look a lot like 2008 when Barack Obama won big and Republicans got wiped out across the board. Mitch McConnell responded by saying, go ahead and vote for the bill. People will get over it. This is a follow-up of Joni Ernst saying when people were also complaining about Medicaid cuts and how it would impact the health care of those who could afford it least. Joni Ernst said, well, people are all going to die anyway. I mean, line these two things up in a 30-second commercial, and I've got to say it is malpractice if you're a Democrat running in a competitive district and you can't piece together tax cuts for Elon Musk and billionaires in Silicon Valley and on Wall Street, those tax cuts being paid for by slashing Medicaid spending for not just blue state America, but disproportionately in red state America, in states like North Carolina. Like, talk about the impact this will have on the race next year if Republicans keep speeding towards this cliff.
Well, we've seen these elections going back to 1982, where the Democrats win on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. But now that Trump denied that he's going to cut any of these programs, we've got all over so much tape of Trump saying, I'm not going to cut these programs, especially Medicaid, very recently. And now it looks like they're going to do it. They're going to take 8 million people out of the system. So I think it's an easy one for Democrats to pick up the seats they need. They're going to need 4 or 5 seats. The history says they could win up to 30 seats in a first midterm. They've got a very good shot of getting 15 to 20 seats in a mediocre campaign. They should be able to win back the House without a lot of thrill, a lot of excitement. And this is easy stuff. And also the threat of inflation is still out there with the tariff situation. And Trump keeps talking about it. I don't know if he's going to go back to it again. But the more he talks about tariffs, the more he's talking about inflation. And that was the number one issue that cost the Democrats the election.
It really was. I'm looking for details right now on U.S. consumer confidence unexpectedly deteriorated in June as households increasingly worried about job availability, another indication that labor market conditions were softening against a backdrop of rising economic uncertainty because of the Trump administration's tariffs. And this is what's so fascinating, Ashley. This deterioration was across the political spectrum with the largest decline in consumer confidence among Republicans. So we're rightfully talking about Iran. We're rightfully talking about this bill. But lurking in the background is a growing fear by Americans of inflation kicking back in and consumer confidence right now dropping. And this is impacting the approval ratings of Republican politicians.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to that it's always the economy's stupid, right? And that what people feel, not just the action, as President Biden learned well, it's not just the indicators and the metrics, but it really is those daily life things like inflation, like the cost of groceries. And people care about their daily economic vibes and feels. That's what in many ways, Biden's age notwithstanding, the 2024 election was about. You can argue a lot of things out of what we saw from the New York mayoral primary last night, but one of them was that economic issues really struck a chord. And so it's not surprising that this is also a national issue, even for Republicans.
It is, and polling suggests so many Americans are not happy with what they see coming in this legislation. And now but GOP trying to fast track it. May not make July 4th, but trying to fast track it in the next couple of weeks. We'll return to that in a moment. But now let's return back to our top story. And President Trump continues to stand by his claim that America's strikes on Iran completely obliterated that country's nuclear program. He made those comments earlier this morning at the NATO summits at The Hague in the Netherlands. It comes as an additional assessment by the Defense Intelligence Agency concludes that the bombs were not as effective as Trump claims and only set Tehran's program back by 3 to 6 months. According to Axios, though, Israeli intelligence services believe the strikes caused very significant damage to Iran's nuclear program, but they're still working on a final assessment. So, Joe, meanwhile, actually, the Trump administration, furthering this conversation, is now postponing its classified briefings on the strikes for both the House and the Senate. We mentioned this earlier, that these meetings were supposed to be held yesterday. Now the Senate's briefing set for tomorrow. The House will get its on Friday. 3 sources familiar with the changes tell NBC News the delays were to allow for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Secretary of State Marco Rubio to return from the NATO summit. They are there along with Trump, and then come back to D.C. to attend those briefings. Top Democrats, though, expressed real frustration with the change.
This last-minute postponement of our briefing is outrageous, it's evasive, it's derelict. They're bobbing and weaving and ducking. Senators deserve full transparency. There is a legal obligation for the administration to inform Congress about precisely what is happening. What are they afraid of?
Is it in fact the case that Iran's nuclear program has been completely and totally obliterated? There apparently are reasons to believe that was a blatant misrepresentation made by Donald Trump to the American people.
We really don't know yet. We're going to be talking to Hakeem Jeffries in a little bit. But yeah, right now, we really don't know the extent of the damage there. There has been a leak from the DIA. We've seen before leaks. Sometimes, Chris Matthews, the leaks are accurate. Sometimes the leaks are not accurate. You have one thing. You have somebody leaking something from the DIA assessment. You have the Israelis saying that it was more significant damage. You have the IAEA saying, quote, the facilities were directly impacted. And of course, the White House saying it was completely obliterated. We don't know right now, but I have a feeling we'll have a better understanding tomorrow when Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth testify in front of the Senate. What are your thoughts?
Well, look, I think the Democrats are diddling around this issue. The real issue is whether we should have struck last Friday night. And that's the big issue with the American people. Nobody wants an Ayatollah wandering around the world with a nuclear weapon. Nobody wants that reality. When I got up, a minute after I heard that story, I said, my God, we've gone from before to after. Before it went on for years. We're going to stop them from having that nuclear weapon. We're going to do something. We're going to bunker buster. We're going to get in there. We're going 200 feet deep. And we did it. That's the big thing. They don't want to talk about that. The Democrats don't want to talk about the big issue here. Should we have struck with everything we had? Should we have kept it secret as long as we did so we could do it so effectively? So it was going to be a big success for us. And I think the American people want that guy not having a nuclear weapon. And the Democrats agree with the press on this. I don't know why they don't just say, we agree. We don't want the Ayatollah, this religious guy, who's 86 years old, and we don't know what we don't even know the guy. having a nuclear weapon to use against probably Israel. He wants to destroy Israel. He'd probably love to destroy us. This is what he's up to. It's so clear. Democrats don't want to talk about it. But that's the issue. Do you want to strike this guy before he strikes us? And they did. And I think that's the crucial decision here.
This is a terrorist regime that has been saying death to America and death to Israel since 1979. The overwhelming majority of Americans don't want Iran to have a nuclear program. Every president, going back to Bill Clinton, has said they cannot have a nuclear program. And you're right, Chris, and we'll talk to Hakeem Jeffries. I'll ask Hakeem outright. Is it a good thing that we struck Iran? And because it seems to me that Democrats ought to be able to do two things at once. Bill Clinton was always very good at saying, well, yeah, the Republicans got that right. Here's my concern. I mean, we didn't hear enough of the Democrats saying that afterwards, saying Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. If this moves us in that direction, then this is a good thing. We now want the president to come and tell us about it. Like, you can do two things at once, Chris, right? And I just didn't, I did not hear Democrats like you. I didn't hear enough Democrats coming out saying Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. So let's see if this is going to stop them from having a nuclear weapon.
Suppose we woke up, instead of the news being we struck with everything we had, with the bunker buster, we went 200 feet deep. We really did it this time. And we kept the secrecy all along. We deflected everything. We didn't meet with Israel in the Middle East talks. We sent our planes off to Guam. We did everything to avoid having this thing get out. And we did it effectively. We did something really perfect. And then you say, suppose I woke up that it was 6 o'clock Friday night, and the word was out, Iran's got a nuclear weapon. They've got the ability to launch it now. They can launch it tomorrow morning, whenever they want. Do you want to live in that world? Does anybody want to live in that world? And that's the question the Dems have to got to answer quickly like grown-ups and stop acting like they're not Americans. This is a time to say, you know what? We thought we could do it through negotiations. Obama tried to do that. We tried to do it for 5 years. But here is a plan that will probably put it off a bit. It's never going to put it off forever. But as long as the Ayatollahs are around, as long as that regime is running that country, do you want that regime with its total anti-Israel attitude to have that bomb? Do you? That's a pretty simple question.